Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I want to show you some fun teams for the current tournament that's going on right now. That is the Spider Tournament, where it requires us to only use epic champions. Normally, most people would skip these ones because the rewards are not the best. Like, if I remember correctly, the previous ones, which I did not do, the rewards at the top were just like, you know, a chicken and maybe like, I think it was 10 immortal essences. So I guess most of you guys actually skipped those, and fair enough. You know, those 10 ones maybe are not as juicy to spend thousands of energy just to try and get that with epics only, which might have been tough to do on lower stages. However, this time around, we do have some prism crystals, which, you know what, that's basically kind of like another shard that's going to give us the chance to get somebody from this summoning pool, which, well, most of these ones are pretty amazing. I mean, all of the legendaries are huge, they're awesome to get, and even when it comes to the epics, honestly, the only ones that might be a little bit underwhelming and is not as used, however, it can still be a good champion, is Ulfreg, okay? Even though he's good, he brings 10 meter boost, he brings increased attack, cleanse and continuous heal, decreased attack on the A1, so he has a good overall kit, but everybody else is just, you know, there's tons of good champions that you can get from here. So if you're debating if you should do this or not, you should, and let me show you the teams that I'm actually using. So what I'm going to show you first of all is I do have a older video which is still relevant and actually could even work on higher stages, but that is going to be a solo way to actually beat stage either 20 or 24, maybe even 25 if you have strong enough gear, and then you can bring food champions, and that one is this video over here. In the past I had a video, I had perfect pause and I'm like, oh yeah, but it's basically the free epic that we all get from the Doom Tower, which is the second epic that we get from normal Doom Tower. That's Akoth the Seer. So his kit is pretty good, he's pretty tanky, and he just brings an AoE HP burn. As you can see, I did that in 1 minute and 38 seconds, and you can just pretty much do the same thing. And if you're gonna go that route though, I have one quick suggestion. Because this tournament is still going on till tomorrow, and if you're gonna try and be efficient with your resources, then I would suggest wait till tomorrow when the champion training tournament starts as well. Because if you do that, then you're gonna be able to do solo on stage. Honestly, I would suggest to do stage 20 if you're just doing for the sake of finishing it, because that's the best. Stage 20 is the best efficiency, points gained for energy used. And if you're gonna do it that route, then you're gonna throw your solo Akoth in there, but keep in mind, use food champions that are epics, okay? Do not use any other rarity like I used here on commons, okay? I just did that because it was in the past, we did not have this type of tournament. So you can do that tomorrow because it's still 1 day and 23 hours. This one starts in 21. You do your solo with Akoth for throw in there 4 epics that are gonna be just food, or even though you want to level them up, and just do that till you finish it, okay? That should be easy peasy, should be like, you know, a few thousand energy, you should get yourself some champion training points, you should get yourself Spider Tournament done, but at the same time, you should get yourself Dungeon Divers points. You know, there's like double, triple dipping basically that you can do this tomorrow. So this is my first advice, wait till tomorrow if you're gonna go that route. However, if you do want to decide to go with doing higher stages because you want to follow some better spider gear, then I have a team for you for that as well, for stage 10, using only epics, okay? So as you can see, the fun thing about this team, I even have 2 people that are not actually leveled. I have a Taurus and a Vildrax. They are not really leveled, they just have some gear on them, and then that's about it. This whole team pretty much revolves around the Hex, around the Akemtum, and around Seer. You don't necessarily need Deacon in this team, but I did bring Deacon because he makes it a little bit easier because of the 10 meter boost, but also because of the speed lead that he brings, okay? If not, let me see, is the Akemtum speed in all battles? Yeah, if you don't have a Deacon, or you don't want to use a Deacon, and maybe you have a Stag Knight instead, you can just put a Akemtum in the lead and take advantage of his lead. The reason I'm talking about speed is basically you want to do the following. Let me show on hellhades.com what's the speed of the spider, because the way that this rotation works is you want to go before the spider goes with your full first rotation. So if you go and check stage 10 on hard, you're going to see that you need over 245 speed, okay? All your team needs to be over that speed, so all of your champions go before the main spider goes, and then the accuracy that you're gonna need is around 345 accuracy to land your debuff. So keep these numbers in your head. Then when it comes to the rotation, let me just run it, but when it comes to rotation, you're gonna wanna have people in the exact rotation that they are going for me. So first of all, you wanna have Deacon go first. He does his thing. Then you have Vildrax. Then you have Akemtum. then you have Seer, and then you have Taurus. You want to have Taurus last one in the rotation, and the reason for that is, as you can see, the last one that goes in your rotation is going to get a sleep debuff on himself placed because of this one. Pushes back the turn meter, and whoever has the turn meter fully depleted is going to be put to sleep. And that's going to be your last champion in rotation because that's the way the turn meter takes work. And then after that, you can see it's just rinse and repeat, and you move on with your day. So it's pretty straightforward. If you see that you're struggling and if you see that you get yourself stuck and maybe you get killed, then try and throw a shield set on somebody like a Deacon or maybe someone like a Vildrax, whoever. But I would say, you know what, try to throw it on Deacon because as you can see, you might use Vildrax the same way that I use him. Just basically you only want to have him booked on his Hex and that's about it. You're looking at this and you're going like, what's happening in there? Well, it's all about Akemtum's passive, okay? The way that Akemtum passive reads is that basically enemies will take, enemies under Hex will take poison damage from the main target. So for example, we have poisons on the main boss, and then we have, what's it called, Hex on all the other targets. Let me read it properly. So, has a 100% chance of inflicting damage from one poison debuff to enemies under Hex debuff whenever their allies receive poison, damage from poison. So basically what happens, all those stacks of poison on the main boss have a tick, and basically all the spiderlings take damage from that poison. But it's not only damage from the poison, but it also can proc War Master from Akemtum. Without War Master, it doesn't work. I tried it, it doesn't really work. So basically, because of the way the damage is spread and also the effect of Hex, taking, you know, a percentage of damage, so single target damage is spread, 10% that single target damage is spread among all other Hex inflicted champions. So that's where this one's really important. So that's the way that this one actually works. You can try, for example, if you see that it's a little bit tricky, because one other thing that's really important is you really want to land that weaken on the main spider as well, because otherwise the run goes a little bit longer. It still works, it's just that it goes a little bit longer, and that's, you know, that's a little bit of a problem. You don't want that because it can fail. The reason why the weaken is important is because it's going to increase the damage that the main spider takes from the spiderlings dying. Keep that in mind. That's why you see, look at all the damage I get. If I don't land the weaken, the damage might just be over here, and we might need too many other War Master procs, and that might be tricky. So let's say that maybe you have your Seer built really strong, but you don't have her with accuracy. The way that you can try and work around with that one is you can try and get Taurus to land that weaken at least on the second rotation. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough because you need the weaken on the first rotation for the first death of them, but if you need at least for the second one, then maybe build your Taurus in either Stone Skin or in what's it called, immunity or untouchable. So any set that basically will make him not be able to be turn meter controlled, that means he's not going to be able to be slept. Let me show you the rotation of the team. So basically Deacon open with the A3, second priority the A2, Seer open with the A2, then first priority the A3, Vildrax prioritize the A2, which is the AoE Hex, Taurus open with the A3, which basically puts those poisons that will take for Akemtum's passive, and then he also gonna become unkillable. And then Akemtum open with the A1, which he has a chance to land the poisons and then, you know, spread debuffs as well. So for example, if you don't land Hex, that's the amazing thing. If you don't land Hex with Vildrax and all the spiderlings on the initial one, he has a chance to just throw debuffs on the other ones, which is, you know, which is amazing. So, let's run it again because it's just awesome. I'm going to show you the builds as well and the speeds, but I'm just going to show them really quick because it's awesome. You know what? This kind of team, you can even build even if it's just not this type of event, because at the end of the day, it's pretty fast, right? It's pretty fast. It goes like what? It's a 13 turn team. It's like what? 30 seconds. It's definitely a pretty strong, pretty fast team that I guess most people should be able to build. The key thing is, I guess, yes, I do have a pretty strong Seer. However, in order to, like, you know, mitigate the requirement of having such insane stats on your Seer, you can just have Blood Shield accessories on more people. You can have, like I said, shield set on somebody in the team, and that means the Seer is gonna have more buffs to rip off, and then she should be able to just clear out that wave. Like, again, yeah, I do have her pretty strong, but let's have a quick look at the build. So Akemtum, honestly, I just threw some gear on him. I just wanted to hit the accuracy, like 345. I just wanted him to be over that speed that I needed, and in a stun set, because I might use this build for Cintranos. This is the first time I build him. I did buy his masteries for the sake of this video, because you know what, I'm gonna use him anyway. So I gave him War Master, even though honestly, I'm not sure if I think actually War Master might actually be the better one. I'm not sure if you guys have used Akemtum more. Let me know because I'm curious. Which one works more considering his passive as a War Master or Giant Slayer? The reason I'm saying War Master I believe is better for his passive is because War Master has a 60% chance to proc, whereas the Giant Slayer has only a 30%. So I think War Master is the better way. But still, let me know if you guys know because I'm curious. Then we have a Deacon, which honestly, Deacon is random build. Whatever gear I had on him with speed and accuracy from Dark Fae, like he's a little bit too fast, you don't need him that fast. With the accuracy to land stuff, I did give him a Blood Shield accessory from a while back. Do have War Master on him, and then this is a build that I had on him for Clan Boss, honestly, for when you have masteries. But you could go down to support tree, obviously. Then Vildrax, again, no, he's just booked. I had him fully booked, but you only care about this one to be booked because you want 100% chance to land that Hex. No masteries, and again, I do have a Blood Shield, so he has that extra buff for Seer, and I have him with the right speed, again, over that, basically around 220 speed because of Deacon's 19% speed lead. 220 speed is fine. If you don't have a speed lead, 246 and higher. And then 345 accuracy, again, exactly the accuracy that I need. Taurus, again, no masteries, level 40 even. Again, he's booked. You only care about the A3 being booked. So if you don't care about anything else, for this exact team, A3 is booked to be is enough. And then I just have whatever leftover speed and perception gear I had. You can see he's only 228, but with the 19 that I get from Deacon, he goes over that to 45. And then the accuracy and his debuffs. And then my Seer, which is, you know what, this is the same Seer that I had built since like 1 or 2 years ago. I have not changed her build in forever. I just got her Higher Awakening, which has that Crushing Rend, which this is amazing. Like, yeah, this one just gives you a ton of extra damage. So this does help me a bit, but like I said, you can mitigate some of this one just by having a shield set on Deacon, then throw immunity, for example, on Taurus, maybe throw a random immunity or untouchable or Stone Skin. Actually, I'm not sure if Stone Skin can be ripped, but throw any other sets that give you some buffs as long as you can hit the stats, and you should be just golden. But yeah, Seer stats are pretty high. Again, the speed 233, 100% crit rate. You want to have 100% crit rate. That's mandatory. Even though she puts increased crit rate, she rips that off before she does the damage. So basically, if you build her with 70% crit rate, she might not crit, and you don't want that. And then 333 crit damage. It's a strong Seer, I'm not gonna lie. The accuracy, you know what, even if I look at it now, it's not actually there. The accuracy needed is 345. But I think with this one, with Pinpoint, what's it called? Charge Focus, she gains a little bit extra, 20 at the beginning, and it just helps us for her to land that weaken. But I guess I could just see if there's more accuracy. I can glyph on her build and then just, make sure that this is 100%. Honestly, the way that this looks, this should not fail. This should not fail for me. Like, I could even try and see if I get an accuracy roll on here. If not, rework it. No defense. Let me rework it once because it's a pretty strong one. Come on. Hit me with the accuracy. Come on. One more try. I'm just going to have to farm more Shogun. Come on, accuracy. I'll leave it like this for now because I'm not going to spend too much more for this. But anyway, hope this helps you guys. Hope you're going to do this because, again, you might pull something really amazing from here and you're going to thank me if you're going to use one of my teams. But anyway, this is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.